Hello, my name is Ilan Wittenberg and I'm delighted to exhibit Scapes at Auckland Photography. Scapes is a collection of extraordinary places from around the world. In the next 5 minutes, you're about to see unique images in color and in monochrome. I invite you to explore these photos of magnificent nature and awesome architecture. My goal is to inspire your imagination. Enjoy the show. Let's start our Scapes tour in Tanzania. I visited this beautiful land after winning the grand prize at Sony Alpha Awards. We stopped the car whenever there was an interesting tree with stunning cloud formation in the background. This beautiful underpass of two merging lanes is located in Vancouver. The final touch in creating this photo was placing the bird at the bottom. Vancouver Grand Central Library looks awesome with its surrounding columns. It resembles a Roman amphitheater. The Guggenheim Art Museum in Manhattan is a landmark 20th century architecture by Frank Lloyd Wright. I waited for traffic to stop and walked right to the middle of Fifth Avenue to create this photo just as the sun started shining on the Empire State Building. Completed in 1883, Brooklyn Bridge is an iconic symbol of New York City. It is packed with tourists, so I had to visit the bridge before sunrise. Fulton Center is a retail complex in Lower Manhattan. Security didn't like my tripod, so I had to find a blind spot to create this photo of the glorious ceiling. Catching an up-close glimpse of the grotesque creatures that guard the Notre Dame Cathedral was one of the highlights of my visit to Paris. It was a cold winter morning when I first saw Piazza del Campo in Siena, Italy. The medieval square holds magnificent horse races. This composite set is made of 9 photos looking up at the ceiling of Silo 6 in Wynyard Quarter. I love the edgy texture of the exposed concrete. This pair of giant cogwheels is located at Wynyard Wharf. It was early morning when I noticed the stunning clouds and rushed to create this photo. This old willow tree was standing in Glenorchy at the northern end of Lake Wakatipu. I love the quiet nature and the negative space in this photo. I went out early morning to see redwood forest in Rotorua. I love the leading lines and the texture of the trees. It was a race against time as I kept pouring water on the stunning Meraki boulders in a desperate effort to get some reflections just before sunset. The iconic Sky Tower is standing proud in Auckland CBD. With more than 300 meters high, it is the tallest freestanding structure in the Southern Hemisphere. I was overwhelmed with the sheer beauty of Tunnel Beach in Dunedin. The cliffs were simply majestic and the waves were crashing with brute force. The long exposure captures beautiful motion. The waves turn into soft mist, swirling around the rocks and leaving a trail as the water recedes. This is a photo of Ross Creek Reservoir in Dunedin. I love the leading lines and the shades of green against the dramatic cloud just before sunrise. This open theater is located in Melbourne CBD beside NGV Australia. I love the texture of the wood and the simple composition. This artwork had a single spotlight that rotated continuously. I placed the camera very low and captured the stark shadow without any distracting clutter. These remarkable rocks are located at Flinders Chase National Park in Kangaroo Island, South Australia. The large rock is about 4 stories tall. Located inside an old power station, Tate Modern is the largest art gallery in London. It holds a huge collection of modern and contemporary art. This marble sculpture of Jesus Christ, with his hand tied behind his back, was standing at the entrance to St. Paul Cathedral in London. Opened in 1972, Trellick Tower is a residential building in London that was designed in the Brutalist style by architect Erno Goldfinger. This is the courtyard of Muhammad Ali's mosque in Cairo. This iconic mosque is built inside the fort walls of Salahuddin Citadel. Made of chalk, the chicken and the egg are located at the White Desert National Park in Egypt. These massive rock formations were created by sandstorms.
Thanks for watching Scapes and enjoy the festival.